It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the Cowboys and the Golden Eagles, next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. It's been all systems going this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cariokas, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 8 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there that keeps the drive alive.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now Robinson looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the left side. Hinton, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Robinson from the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Robinson now going to throw on third and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Golden Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense that just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Rio offense set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, Hinton. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw is Robinson. To throw on second down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Hinton, so he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Hinton. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
20, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 44 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
York now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down now. Hinton. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, Robinson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Yards on 3rd down as the drive.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy, trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. There he goes, right side. And all the way to the opposite 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 17-13 was the final. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. C.D. Lamb, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Vikings trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Play action. Stroud now. He will find his man Chase complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Eric, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
60 Eagle.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Robinson looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Up the middle they go. Hinton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now Robinson off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting it?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. Fights him off. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign him?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Hinton. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
No! Ready! Ready, ready!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Stroud's throw complete there to McLeod. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll run on 1st down. Flowers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Stroud. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Cowboys are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. It's but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Buffalo 18. Check.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield. Straight ahead, Walker. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And
all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Still going. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Steps away. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Cowboys. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. I guess he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Cowboys, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week.
Meanwhile, for Rio,
the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.